Welcome to This Is the Day. This is the day.
This one right here.
Right here, Drew Crisp.
Bo Chansey.
We're here.
We're here. You're here.
You're here.
It's a party.
Come on now.
Come on.
Yes.
It is an 8 a.m. party.
8 a.m. is the perfect time to party, right? It's just like, Anybody need some cereal? Anybody want some cereal? Does anybody need some juice? I got coffee. Party time. Party time. Oh, man.
Yeah, man. It's happening.
It's like, honey, the Hamiltons invited us over 8 a.m.
8 a.m. That's like prime time.
Oh, wow.
Prime.
Okay, yeah, let's go. All right, good. Well,
Prime time.
April 28th,
This is the day.
2020.
May not be the day you picked. May not be the day that you would have drawn up, but it's the day you got.
It's the day you got.
So let's make it a great one.
All right. Let's rejoice and be glad in it.
I am. I'm glad to be here with you and with all of you.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us. Good morning. Good morning, Drew Crisp.
Good morning to you, Bo.
Good morning. I think a great way to say good morning to everyone you know is to share the show.
Share the show.
Share it.
Share the show. All right. And you know, I will sing share songs on this show until everyone who watches has shared
You make
it.
these threats. And I'm not sure that you can actually back it up.
I know. Because it really is, if I could turn back time. Or do you believe in life after love?
Which I think both fit in. If I could turn back time, I would have shared that show. But then you wouldn't have to hear the song.
With Drew and Bo.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, so please share it because you don't want to keep hearing the same 3 share songs every morning.
What if they do? I think some of them right now are like, oh, but I love it. I love that Drew Crispy's such a cutie.
That morning dose of terrible share songs from that weird kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but sharing it really does help. I mean, I don't want to get into like the analytics of the whole deal.
We're not gonna.
And the content suppression that's happening through the social media sites that will remain nameless.
That you're watching on right now.
Because we do appreciate their platforms. However, the only way this is getting out is if you share it. So that'd be a big help.
Please. The color orange actually dropped us as a sponsor.
I knew it was going to happen. It was too good to be true.
I know. It was one day.
I was like,
you know, actually, I brought this.
Can I see that?
Yeah, please.
We don't want that.
Yep. Get out of here.
Get out of here, Orange.
Orange, get out of here. You hit Ariana. Oh no. Okay.
We got one person in the room.
And you hit him.
Of course.
With an orange highlighter.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're still looking for sponsorships. Yeah. Please share the show. Please, honestly.
Hey, Drew, what'd you do last night?
All right. So, yesterday, the rant topic was Slugbug.
It was.
Okay. And maybe what was in my mind, how that came to mind. You know, I was told you've been working through the Star Wars with the boys.
All right. I'm sorry. I feel the need to address our viewing public regarding yesterday's rant. You brought it up, and it's kind of been gnawing at me all day. I feel like I was a bit unfair on my rant topic yesterday. And not with I still feel very passionate. It's still my passionate response. However, I didn't lay the appropriate groundwork for this. Look, I understand there are regional differences in language.
For sure.
Those things exist. Like, if you want to say that Concord, New Hampshire is Concord, that's fine. You live here, you establish the name of it, I'm cool with it. If you want to pronounce Worcester, I'm down. I will do that all day long, because you know what? It's here, it's a proper noun. That's fine. I'm in with that. In fact, there were even things that we did in Texas that I've learned were just inappropriate and wrong. Like, if you wanted a soft drink in Texas, you would just say, I'd like a Coke. And then they would say, okay, I'll get you a Coke. Now we have Dr. Pepper, 7-Up, or Sprite. Which would you like to have? And I moved here, and people are like, hey, it's what are you saying? You want a Coke? And they're like, well, soda. So I'm wrong on that. I've changed. I've adapted. And yet, just the obstinance of this region sometimes, like in regards to Reese's, I'm not going to rant on it. You all know you're wrong. I mean, it's a proper noun. You know it, and you're like, I don't care. I'm going to continue saying it. So that's a bit troubling. I think there's a hardened heart issue there. Okay, now the punch buggy thing. Just to be clear, I understand it's not just New Hampshire. I was actually aware that it's kind of a northeast kind of thing. And I will say this, play punch buggy. but only if you're in Amish country and you see an actual buggy. In which case, by all means, punch buggy. The game is afoot. It works that way. But there's slug bugs, and I think if you would just process and consider the information I've given you, that it is a Volkswagen bug, and the name Slugbug, even while it may be new, and I know you're opposed to anything new, I understand that. But I know it may be new, maybe you could just reconsider and go, you know, he's right on this one.
Yeah.
He's right. Slugbug is a far superior name. I understand it's not the way I grew up, but I think we could take culture in a positive direction. Okay, I just needed to clarify.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
And I honestly think, Bo, playing punch buggy with someone who is Amish is insensitive because they're pacifist. So I just want to make that
Are they?
Though. Yeah.
So I don't need to fear the Amish.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I always fear what I don't know. What I've always wanted to know is, they have refrigerators. So I did a tour of like an Amish house when we were in Amish country, and I was very intrigued by the whole thing. And I wondered if there are lights inside their refrigerator. I wanted to ask, but Summer told me not to.
Okay.
Like, I've always wanted to know, do you have lights inside the refrigerator?
Yeah. And they're like, well, I'll ask the mustard next time I see him. I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
All right, here we go.
Oh, so what'd you do last night?
Yeah, and maybe this is where the prompt for Slugbug came from. Some friends of ours had said, have you shown the boys the Love Bug?
Like way back,
Way back, Herbie. And I was like, no, we have not. And so we watched the Love Bug last night.
Like the original.
The original. And man, that car, he's so quirky and fun.
He's
shooting
a
oil.
Spitfire,
Yeah.
Yeah, that Herbie.
Yeah. So that's all I really have to share. It doesn't hold up, but I don't know. It was
good.
It was fine.
That's what you did.
Yep.
Okay.
It's long too, man. It's like we could have cut 40 minutes off of this thing, told this narrative in a fashion. Anyway,
Okay.
What'd you do last night?
Last night, so a couple things. First of all, the Sumstress made a beef stroganoff, which I just got mad shout out to the beef stroganoff. It didn't get enough love.
It does not.
Yeah, we don't have it very often, but when we do, I'm like, right on. Yeah, well played.
Be a great sponsor for the show.
Yeah, beef stroganoff.
Beef stroganoff.
And then we watched this movie on Netflix, The Willoughbys.
I've heard of it.
It's an animated
heard of
film. Bizarre. But anyway, we enjoyed that. And then I had to help the boy with his homework. So he has read The Crucible by Arthur Miller, the play, about the Salem witch trials. And so he had to do a project on it. And he had a number of different prompts, and one of them was to write a script for a talk show. And anytime the boy is kind of wants to go above and beyond academically, I try to support that. And he said, hey, Dad, do you think if I wrote a script, we could actually make the talk show? And I said, sure. So he came up with a name. The name of his show is Salems Burning, discussing the events in and around Salem. And so I helped him with his homework. We have a couple of clips from his talk show, Salem's Burning.
Amazing.
Welcome to Salem is Burning, a show where we talk about the events happening in and around Salem. I'm your host, as always, Ace Chansey, and let me tell you, we got very, very exciting guests joining us today for this show. Now I'd like to introduce our first guest, Reverend Hale. All right, nice to have you on the show today.
Thank you, Ace. My pleasure to be here. Not many people want to talk to me these days, but...
Yeah, not surprising, yeah.
Oh. Well.
Now I'd like to welcome John Proctor.
Oh, thank you, Ace, for having me on your show.
Yeah, of
Appreciate
course.
that.
Now I'd like to welcome Abigail, the villain of the show. Oh.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Nope. So, how did Power feel? Was it just amazing? Was it...
It was intoxicating.
Oh, God. Was it now?
Yes.
Would you do it again?
In a heartbeat.
All right, well...
She's a witch!
Oh,
She's a witch! You're a witch! Witches everywhere!
All right,
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know about fantastic. He's worried he's gonna fail.
What?
Yeah, I think he's in good shape.
I think it's great.
I thought so, but yeah, so it's interesting because as he was talking about these characters and their response and what Abigail was going through and it was like Arthur Miller, there was this weird kind of tension there about men and power struggles and all kinds of that I didn't really remember from the play, but then when we're in it, I'm like, oh man, this is
Right.
yeah.
I thought it was all about Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Why?
Arthur Miller?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they
Right.
had. Well, sorry, you got to.
Okay, I didn't know. I mean, I just.
There
Maybe
were
I'm
quite
wrong.
a few relationships.
Okay, that's
that
right.
Arthur Miller had. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what we did. We made a talk show.
That's fantastic. I
up.
honestly think it'd be. I would buy that book if it was like The Crucible as told from this daily talk show, Salem's Burning.
Salem's
I think
Burning.
that's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe
It's
the
got-
color orange will pick that one up.
Yeah. I don't want any of my products.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So the calendar of the day,
Yep.
my tear-off calendar that now resides in my closet for reasons I don't want to get into right now. So I tore off my calendar page. And today, for April 28th, Tuesday, 2020, we actually have a recipe for pasta with fresh tomato sauce.
Ooh.
It says the recipe's on the back. So if you flip it over, we have the recipe on the back of this. And it gives you your ingredients, 2 pounds of plum tomatoes and some basil leaves and some parsley, some garlic chopped, extra virgin olive oil, the EVOO,
Yeah.
and some salt, and then fettuccine, which I'm not a huge fettuccine guy. Our family tends to like thin spaghetti a little better, but I'm open. Anyway, so I was looking at the recipe
Yeah.
because I would make this.
For sure.
Yeah, it seems simple. And I like to cook. And generally, I follow a recipe, but it doesn't ever tell you to cook the sauce. It says chop the tomatoes, basil, parsley, garlic, and mix together with oil. So I mean, is it a cold sauce? It doesn't say. So I'm not sure. I would probably put it in a saucepan and cook that for a little bit, but that's me. And then it tells you how to boil the fettuccine, which is not difficult. And then the only other thing I had was you transfer it to 6 bowls, and then you drizzle it with olive oil. And I don't know if I want more oil on that, but
Right.
that's just me. So I don't know. Do you think
know-
you cook the sauce?
I honestly think that you follow it to a T because this calendar has not led us astray.
No, not once.
Not
yeah,
once. I mean, it's pretty fantastic. I don't know. Also, I have a quick question.
okay.
So, Bruce Sutherland, shout out Bruce, if he's watching.
One of our staff members.
Well, yeah, one of our staff members had been talking to me recently about Moroccan oil. You familiar with this Moroccan oil?
I'm not.
I wonder if you'd be able to use that instead of the extra virgin olive oil.
Is it? Do you cook with it? Is that
I think you do cook with it. Yeah.
okay? I wouldn't use baby oil.
I wouldn't use baby oil,
No, that's a poor choice.
nor would I use car oil.
Motor oil.
Motor oil.
Poor choice.
It's not car oil. It's called motor oil.
Motor oil. Sorry, man.
No, I said car oil, and it's like that's
Oh, I
not
don't.
a thing.
Well, no. I mean, you put it in your cars. I'm not going to rant on that. Relax.
Okay, I know, but it's just you go into the mechanic. Can I get some more of the oil for the car oil? And they're like, "What are you doing?" Yes.
Yeah, that'll be $9,000. We got a live one.
We got
You're also gonna need hand warmers. Brake mittens. You need brake mittens.
We're gonna put new tires. We're gonna take those new tires off, and we're gonna then put other newer tires and charge you for all the tires that we put on.
We're gonna rotate them, like flip them inside out. It's a whole process.
It's a whole
but
process.
They'll get much
Yeah.
longer. They'll save
You might want to
money
go
in
get
the
a
long
small
run.
business loan.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
Good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I think you got to cook it.
I don't know. I would try it, but I would cook the sauce.
Yeah.
Me personally.
Yeah. Heat's got to be involved at some point.
I would think so. Okay. And then in the kitchen, speaking of the kitchen, we do have our refrigerator calendar, which has the National Day of.
Yep.
Today's an interesting one. And, in these times, it's a National Bus Drivers Day.
National Bus Drivers Day.
Like, I think bus drivers, that's a tough job.
That is a tough job.
Driving kids to and from school and
Yep.
keeping them safe and, all the things, being on time. And generally speaking, I don't hear negative things about bus drivers. They're generally pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think they deserve a day, but this is kind of interesting. Like, how do you celebrate Bus Drivers Day? I mean, like, now we can give a gift to the,
Right.
our kids' bus drivers or anything.
I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is there's a whole song that we could sing to them if they're watching the show, it's a pretty classic song.
What song?
Wheels on the Bus, right?
Okay.
Wheels
on the bus go round and round,
round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. other different variations, right?
Okay.
You know, the
It feels a little, they're not going round and round and round. Like, I
You're
think
right.
if we were to sing a more timely song, it might.
You're exactly right.
The wheels on the bus, they stay right there.
There.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Yes.
The wheels on the bus, they stay right there in the parking lot.
Yep. The bus driver goes. The
What's
kids-
on Netflix?
Like,
what's on Netflix? What's on?
Right. Yeah. Stays on hold. Stays on. No, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, bus drivers, though, we
We do. We're with you. We love you.
look forward to you being back on the road.
For sure. For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I know it. But National Bus Drivers Day.
I would say this too. I can never remember ever being irritated at a bus driver on the road.
No.
I just don't do it.
I just mad respect, and I think when the sign's out, you stop.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
you
way
obey,
back. Yeah.
you-
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Be anticipating that for sure.
Yep.
And if you're somebody that gets honks at a bus and stuff come on, repent, chill out,
Repent.
repent.
Listen, I can barely drive my car when the boys are yelling in the back. I mean,
That's a lot.
it's a lot. So
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, you got some tips for us? It's
I got some
Tuesday.
tips.
Yeah,
Tuesday's
Motivation Monday?
tips. Motivation Monday, Tuesday tips. I do.
Okay.
Bo, you have an apron over there.
You gave me this apron.
I gave you the apron.
It's a familiar color.
Yep. We're going to pretend as if we are Starbucks baristas. Okay.
That's a great word. That's really come into the language.
Barista.
Nobody
All right.
makes coffee anymore.
Okay.
I'm a barista.
So I know, we've got the dunks, right?
Oh, why do you have a hat?
Oh, I have a hat.
Okay.
And,
I didn't get a hat.
And so
I'm in training.
You're in training.
Okay.
You're a barista in training. And so today's tips, we have dunks. We've got dunks, and
There's a lot of dunks.
A lot of dunks. There's a few Starbucks around. Some people may like Starbucks. I've got some tips today that we're going to be reading for your next Starbucks run.
Yeah, I can give you one. The only tip you need at Dunkin's is don't talk back and take whatever they give you.
That's
Move along.
That's your tip.
Move along. Move along. That's my tip for you.
Yes. So we're just going to, we've got our tip jar here.
Oh, tip jar, okay.
We're just going to pull out some tips. We're going to read them to you. Maybe they're helpful.
Can I go
Maybe
first?
not. Yeah,
What
you
are-
go first.
What is this?
Well,
Is this a?
yeah, it's a coffee
It's
filter.
a coffee filter.
Yep.
Okay. So here's the
So
tip.
what do you got there? What's your...
Okay. If you and a friend both want hot tea, order a venti, which comes with 2 tea bags, and ask for a separate cup of hot water.
Look at that tip. Huh?
Oh man, that just feels like that
lot of
feels
these-
really wrong.
A lot of these are going to feel like you're cheating the man a little bit. Yeah,
Hey Starbucks. Of course, it is $20 for
yeah, there you go.
a large
There you go.
venti.
Yep.
What venti?
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 Yeah.
Grande?
All right, so this next one is, careful, it's hot. Is your drink too hot? You can order something kids temp, and it comes out cooler.
Kids temp.
Kids temp.
Kids temp.
Yep,
Okay.
kids temp.
That's good. All right, I got another one here. Do not pay for water, like with an exclamation point. Don't do it.
Don't pay for water.
Do not pay for water. The tap water in the store is triple filtered, and you can get a free cup of water if you ask the barista.
All right, absolutely. Wouldn't mind getting you some water. That's fine.
That's fine. Triple
Want to
filtered.
optimize your caffeine to coffee ratio while saving money at Starbucks? The Grande has the same amount of espresso shots as the Venti when you order hot beverages. It's the same amount.
Okay.
It's just the amount of milk they put in versus in the cup.
Okay.
So it's like, listen, I don't need all that milk. I want coffee. That's why I'm at Starbucks.
Okay. Iced coffee comes sweetened with classic syrup. Syrup? Syrup?
Syrup?
Syrup. A fun Starbucks hack is to switch out the classic syrup for any flavor of liquid syrup for free.
Look at that.
That's a fun hack.
That's a fun. Bringing a friend? It's cheaper to order the Venti than 2 smaller drinks. You have almost saved $2 at that point.
Okay. This is the last one I'm reading. Instead of ordering an iced latte, get a triple espresso over ice in a venti cup. You can add milk on your own, and you'll save $2. Everything's about $2.
Wait. You're going to love this one. I know you that's love. You're going to love this one. You got to read that one.
Did you ever see the movie Better Off Dead?
Yes.
$2. I want my $2. Go to Starbucks.
No,
I
this
got to
one.
read another one?
This
Okay.
one. You're
Right.
going to love this one.
Am I reading?
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Doggone it. Treat your pup. Order a puppy latte or puppuccino, and your dog will get a sample cup full of whipped cream.
Huh?
That's good.
It's fun for the dog.
Yeah,
Get
Liza loves to take Griswold through the Starbucks.
Get a little
drive-thru.
puppuccino.
A little puppuccino.
All right, last one. You ready?
Yep.
Order an Americano instead of a coffee. It's cheaper than a specialized drink, but has more caffeine than a regular coffee.
That's my order. I always order an Americano.
Boom.
Yeah.
So those are some Starbucks tips, maybe helpful. Another one that's helpful, I've heard, is if you want it to be warmer, maybe you don't want it colder, kids temp, you can order something extra hot.
I would like this lava hot.
Can I have this lava hot, please? Lava hot.
I want a lava hot latte.
Lava hot. Listen, I think it's time for us to quit. Starbucks. Starbucks, we quit you. But those are our Tuesday's tips.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, hey, we have a commercial, not for Starbucks, but who knows, maybe tomorrow.
If you'd like to sponsor us, Starbucks, this.
Let's check this out.
Hey church, thank you so much for your continued obedience and generosity as it helps us to reach more people in more places, and we want to see more ones come to know Jesus in the days ahead. Setting up recurring giving is really simple, and I thought I'd just show you how truly simple it is. You want to jump online and go to the church's website, manchesterchristian.com. On the top right, you will see a drop-down menu on your mobile device or on your desktop. Click on Give, which will take you to a page where you can click Give Online. Once you specify at the top the amount you would like to give, you can set up reoccurring giving or give a one-time gift. And if you're giving a reoccurring gift, you can then choose the frequency of how often you want to give. You can choose which fund you'd like to send it to, and we have two options. First is the general fund, which goes towards the daily operations as well as ministry partners we support. The general fund is where we prefer your tithes to go. The second one is the one fund, which goes toward future expansion to reach more people in more places. The one fund is for offerings above and beyond your normal giving. So choose the campus you attend and click Next. You then put in your phone number to verify your account. And lastly, you will input your card or bank info. Then just click Next and you're done. Thank you so much for supporting the mission of the church in this way. Way to go, church.
Welcome back. Hey, it's time for our verse of the day.
Verse of the day.
We encourage everyone download the YouVersion Bible app. I use it every single day, and they're so great. They give us a verse of the day, which is a great little piece of scripture to wrestle with, to chew on, to meditate on. And so today's is from the book of Proverbs.
Proverbs.
Yep, Proverbs. I am in favor of action. So Proverbs 16, verse 3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. I like thinking about that. I really do. So I think this idea of committing to the Lord whatever you're going to do. So like committing to that word Lord means He's in charge, He's master. So I'm going to commit my life to Him, and whatever I do is committed to Him. And then I like the idea of Him establishing my plans. So a lot of times what I do is I establish my plans, and then I spend all this time like talking to God saying, okay, God, here's my plans. I'm going to need you to go ahead and make sure they all happen. I've already established them. Instead of, hey, God, you're Lord. And as such, I'm here to serve you and down with whatever you have. So how about you establish the plans?
You tell God your plans, and then you're like, all right, does anybody have any questions? God, you got any questions on this? You know how you're gonna execute my plan?
I got some deadlines.
I got some deadlines. It's like, I don't exactly think you know how this works.
Yeah. Like I bet people had some plans for April.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But God was doing something different.
Yep.
He's got something else going on.
It's like that other proverb where it's like, trust in the Lord with all your heart.
Proverbs 3.
Yeah. Lean in, not on your own understanding.
In all your ways,
Acknowledge Him.
Submit or acknowledge Him,
Yeah.
and He will make your path straight, because it's His path. Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know, today I really want, God, I want you to establish the plans.
That's right.
And I just want in on what you're doing. It's a much, much better way to live.
Yep.
Yeah, good verse today. Thank you, YouVersion.
That's awesome.
Bible app. All right.
awesome.
Hey, it's time for the photo of the day.
Photo of the day.
It's the photo of the day.
All right, good photo of the day. Our prompt yesterday was inspiration.
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 What inspires you?
I cannot wait to be inspired by these photos.
Let's see.
What do we have?
All right, Angie Sivertson sent us her cat attempting to lift weights. All of the Sivertsons are in shape. They're all very
fit.
Very fit family. And even the cat has gotten the pressure now to lift weights. Or maybe not even the pressure, just the bug, just got the...
All right, I'm going to admit.
Yeah.
That's a cute cat.
That is a cute cat.
He's got like little boot on his paw. Like, I'll admit it. See, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong.
You're willing
Just like you guys will admit that Punch Buggy is far inferior to Slugbug.
Absolutely.
It's a cute cat.
It looks like there's also in the photo there a foam roller.
Yeah.
In the front there, and that looks like more of a foam roller I need.
I could do a rant on the foam roller someday.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll not.
Okay.
But that's good. That's some good inspiration right there.
All right, what's the next one?
Next one is from Lisa Ann Hampton.
All right, Lisa.
Shout out, Lisa.
Yeah.
And so this is something that's inspired her, maybe an original piece. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
I love it too. Thank you.
Very good. Thanks, Lisa. And then our
word for today.
Word for today.
Fitness.
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 Fitness photos.
Okay.
Let's see some fitness photos.
I like that.
What says fitness to you?
It's hard to find the weights. Weights are gone.
Are they?
Yeah, and they're it's hard to find them.
Oh, I didn't know.
I just made that up. I don't know. That's an excuse I use to Kaylee. There's just no weights
There's
anymore.
no weights out there.
What am I going to be lifting? I can't.
You could lift your body.
She's like, that's a lot of weight. You could lift that.
Oh, hey.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa. No, good. So fitness. Let's see what you're doing for fitness. Fitness.
Maybe she was just like, you're a lot of man, Drew Chris.
What a fun word, fitness.
Fitness. Oh, we're back. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Fitness.
Fitness.
I'm about to fitness.
I'm getting into some fitness.
My business is fitness.
It's the fitness business.
Fitness business.
I don't know why we're talking like this.
I don't know. I don't either. All right.
Is that a union leader?
A union leader,
Right here?
Have you been here the whole time? Look at you.
Hi.
All right.
Have you perused the news?
I've perused the news. Today's union leader, the premier paper.
A premier
paper of.
Have you seen the comments? I mean, people are like.
They're mad.
Yeah,
They're
I know,
mad.
yeah.
Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. So I perused a little bit. This photo right here caught me just from the beginning. This is
I don't understand.
from Norway, Minister of Culture, and he's prepared for a haircut. And it's just the top says haircut, please. It just makes me laugh. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's my son Ace.
just let it go to the side. Sometimes, I'm one of these people too. The hair doesn't necessarily grow long. It just grows out. Just poo. Just doesn't. It's just a lot of.
I like the Norwegians. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. This is an article I wanted to.
Oh, you got something?
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. This boy here, city's youngest garbage collector, a 5-year-old, spends the day making the earth beautiful. Shout out to Carter Manson. Walks along Front Street, picking up litter on his street. So
wait,
kind
Carter?
of a cool thing. So used his grabber.
Yeah, you gotta have the grabber.
The grabber. How's that stock doing? Remember the
Grabber stock? Grabber core.
Grabber core.
Grabber core.
Grabber core. Is that still climbing?
Man, we keep fishing for these sponsorships.
Oh man.
Well, way to go, Carter.
Yeah.
What a guy. I like him.
What do you think about that? Their Omaha steak. As far as you like the color there? You like that?
Oh yeah, medium rare.
Medium rare?
Yeah, medium rare to rare. I do.
Okay.
Have you ever ordered the Omaha steaks?
I've never had an
I
Omaha
do it for
steak.
gifts sometimes. I haven't
Oh,
sent,
that's a good
yeah,
gift.
sent to people. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's
I like it.
not really nice to give to a vegetarian. But.
I did peruse the news. There was, something that caught me. This article here near Garfield.
It's not an article.
Okay. Family circus. Daughter wasting hand sanitizer right now, putting it all over her, not only her hands, it's hand sanitizer. She says, uh-oh, I got some hand sanitizer on my arm. Is that allowed? I don't think it's about an allowance at this point. I think it's about wastefulness and this idea of a finite resource that most people are looking for, needing, and you're here just cavalier, taking a bath in some hand sani. I'm getting a little frustrated. It's at this point, are we teaching our children about consumerism and this idea of protecting resources for others, stewarding what we've been given well?
How is she supposed to learn? How is she supposed to learn? She's using the hand sanitizer, some shot. I don't know if you've had this happen to you. I have. I've pushed down the thing, it shoots out, you got a little extra, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, and so you don't want to waste it because I know it's like gold right now. How's she supposed to learn? She's asking a question of an adult figure in her life saying, I got some on my arm, is this allowed? She's looking for clarification, how do I respond in this situation? She knows there's a problem there.
It's just,
I think maybe instead of like, coming down on her, you should lift her up a little bit.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Betty? Is it Betty?
I don't know her.
I can't remember her name.
So we should probably learn that.
I apologize. It just, honestly, at some point, you're asking the wrong questions. And that's what gets me. But
I know. I think you expect a little too much.
Yeah. Honestly, that's probably
standards.
too much. I've got the too high of standards, and I just need more grace in my life, which I'm glad that Jesus provides that.
Well, Family Circus is helping.
It is helping me. So I'll read to you the chuckle.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I'll read to you the chuckle. For some people, getting back to nature means going outside to talk to their gardener.
Okay.
That didn't make me chuckle at all. I don't know what that means. All right.
Do you not? I think it was a shot at people who hire gardeners.
I guess it's like
There are some people who are like that. Like if I mention, that I have somebody over to like get rid of the leaves in my yard, I see the look of disdain in people's eyes. Like he's one of those.
One of those.
One of those. Yeah, I'm one of those who has a life.
Supports.
Outside of. I tried, like, seriously, I tried. Like, there's so many trees and there's so many leaves. And, like, for 3 hours, I was out there with the blower and the rake and everything. And I cleared an area like this big. And I moved the leaves like 4 feet. And then I had, like, a whole other acre. I'm like, what do you do? And I was, like, I just was despondent. I went out, I checked the mail because I needed a break. And there was a flyer. I was like, this is a sign from God. I hired somebody.
One of those who knows how to call a landscaper.
Look, I won't go on vacation. Like, that's out of the budget. I got to have somebody with my leave.
I'm sorry, kids. I wasn't dealing with those leaves.
No, we cannot go away.
No. But you're welcome for the clean yard.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, the weather.
Yep.
We're having it.
It's happening.
Yesterday, wow, that was really cold. It was cold all day. Felt it in my bones. Yeah. Today's a little warmer, 56, cloudy. 56, cloudy. Okay. So there's that. But it's at least a little warmer, so we're getting there. It's kind of springy time. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, it's good.
I love it.
And then also, we have our resident fire chief, New Ipswich fire chief, Meredith Lund.
Yep.
And she made us a great video last week on like fire hazards and risks. So she's got a video for us today about how to have a safe fire at home.
Okay.
Yeah, from the fire chief.
I love that. I think you should watch this. It's on fire!
Thank you, Meredith. Yeah.
Hey, Bo and Drew. Meredith Lund here at the New Ipswich Fire Station. Last year's Fire Prevention Week, the theme was Not Every Hero Wears a Cape. How appropriate is that after the last few weeks? So first, I would like to give a shout out to all of the heroes all across our state for all the good work that you've been doing. Keep it up and stay safe while you're out there. You too can be a fire hero just by doing some of the things that you need to keep your family safe at home. The first thing would be to test your smoke detectors and then change the batteries if they are battery operated. The next thing you want to do is learn and teach your kids how to crawl low under smoke. As fire increases and smoke rises, your best chance for clean, fresh air is going to be down at the ground. This is a great time to practice crawling and maybe even have your kids remind you how to crawl backwards down the stairs. The next thing you need is a family escape plan. That includes 2 ways out of your house and 2 ways out of every room. The first is going to be the door that you came in, but if the second is going to be a window, you want to practice with your kids and then make sure they have the right tools so that they can do it safely. The last thing that you need is a meeting place. A meeting place is somewhere outside, a basketball hoop, a large rock, maybe a mailbox, where everybody goes when the smoke detectors go off. That way, when you look out as you're escaping yourself, you can see that your family is safe. Then you can tell the fire department that everybody is out. Some great tools to be able to practice this you can find on www.sparky.org. So, now you have the tools that you need. It's time to practice a family fire drill. The first reason is so that you can keep your family safe. The second reason is going to be when someone asks you, "What did you do last night?" you can say, "I practiced my family fire drill." Thanks, stay safe. Back to you, Bo and Drew.
Oh, thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, thanks, Meredith.
Meredith.
I messed up.
Okay.
I thought she was telling us how to have a fire at home when she was telling us how to be fire safe
Okay.
at home. Totally
different.
Totally different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how to be, which those are great tips.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And to be aware of that, because I mean, I know we all think it'll never happen to me, but they do happen, and the more prepared you are, the better. So that was really good.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you again, Meredith.
Thanks, Meredith, for doing that.
That's fantastic. Well, it's time for Bo's Daily Rants. I give you a topic. You rant upon said topic.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay. I've got one here for you.
Okay.
I want to see what your thoughts are. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. George Lucas.
Okay, Drew.
Yeah.
Drew, okay. Star Wars. I am passionate about this, and listen, like I'm afraid I might actually cry today. Because I'm not passionate about Star Wars in the way that many of you are passionate about Star Wars. I mean, you just take it to a whole other level. Look, I'll admit, great franchise, great movies, great entertainment. I don't want to criticize any of it. I'm so glad it was there. But the hysteria, the mania, just the whole culture around Star Wars and how these movies just keep being made. I mean, I can tell you how the next 4 Star Wars movies are going to go. It's going to start off with okay, and then it'll be like, well, this is the last one ever to be made until, the next Phantom of Minions going to the park in May comes out. Part 2. I don't understand. I would like to rant on this, but part of me is I can't understand. I can't understand. There was a trilogy. There was a 3-part trilogy. That's what it means. 3 parts. A trilogy that was made called Star Wars, and like you had The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and I don't know. You had these movies, and there were action figures, and stuff came out of it, and people enjoyed it and loved it, and then you just got to keep making it and making it and making it, and then for those who are like really into it, it's like everything revolves around it. Like you can't be in a conversation with so many people without, in Star Wars. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm struggling with this one because, yeah.
I think there's some solace here, Bo, because they came out with one called The Last Jedi.
Okay.
So
was it done?
I think hopefully we're done, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
No,
so.
not as long as it keeps making money.
I mean, I struggle a little bit because I love you. Like I respect all of you, and yet you can't tell me. Like I heard it earlier. You may not have even realized you said it. Like Drew, what'd you do last night? And you can't just tell me you watched Herbie the Lugbug. You got to be like, well, we've been watching the Star Wars movies with the boys, and we took a break. I'm like, everything. It's everything. I don't understand.
Oh, listen, I get. I mean, it's just such an epic story, I mean, it's the hero's journey. But
I'll tell you, hands down, for a non-Star Wars person, which I'm just not.
Yeah.
The best part of all the Star Wars movies I've ever seen, Ewoks.
Yeah, I might agree with you on that.
Are you serious?
I really might, yeah.
I thought that might be like a controversial
No,
grenade.
because we recently watched this one, and here is
Never mind. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
No,
Nope. You went right in there. Like,
No, I mean, they take down the Empire, and
no.
it's just, they're using organic materials
so
like
different.
rocks and trees, and it's like, we're banding together as a community of Ewoks to take down. Oh, it's so
I just
good.
thought they were cute.
They're cute.
Okay.
Oh, they're great.
All right.
All right,
That was a terrible rant.
No, it's so good.
Maybe I could rant for Star Wars. Star Wars is great. And I'm so glad that you all have something that you enjoy watching and that you can come back to it time and time again, film after film after film, and it brings you so much pleasure and enjoyment. I'm so glad that you can share it with your families and your friends. And there's this a whole expanded universe around Star Trek. You got conventions and books and magazines and articles and all kinds of wonderful things to fill your time. And it's a great redemption story. It's really tied in closely to Jesus and the Messiah. And you know what? We can make all these parallels to everyday life and have such a great time with this. I am so glad that you have Star Wars. Enjoy.
That was great. That was great. All right, well, we've got good news from the field. We do. All right. Captain Kirk, take it away. Spock.
Johanna here with more good news from the field for you. One of my favorite things about God is that even though He's bigger than we can even imagine, huger than our brains can comprehend, He cares about the small things. He cares about the details. You can see that all throughout the Bible, and the way that He interacts and loves you and I is that shows us He cares about stuff even though it's small. And the cool thing for you and I in this is that even though there's big things happening in the world right now and lots going on around us, we can still enjoy and care about the small stuff. So you and I still get to experience sunshine. You and I still get to go out and enjoy things like walks and flowers and the small pleasures of life. And one of the small things that you and I still get to enjoy is ice cream. As the days get warmer and as the sun shines more and more, you and I get to experience this joyful thing called ice cream. And I'm giving a shout out to a family that has actually been on the good news already, the Jones family. They're just so cool that they're on here twice because they have opened up an ice cream shop called Tasty Cone in Amherst that you can stop by and grab some ice cream from. Because the only thing better than ice cream is ice cream with friends. You guys, there's so much good news around us, and sometimes it really is just about stopping and enjoying the small things because you can be certain that God cares about those too. With that, back to you, Drewbo.
That's awesome. The Tasty Cone. Thank you so much, Jones family, and thank you, Johanna, for sharing that with us.
I know. It was something was brought to my attention, and I have to make a formal apology.
Yep.
First and foremost, I'd like to apologize to my family, to all the viewers of this show. I did not know that Star Wars and Star Trek were different things. I made an assumption that I understand was wrong and has perhaps caused irreparable damage to many of you.
Yes.
And I know that my reputation has taken a severe hit today. I will do my best to learn about Star Wars and Star Trek.
Live long and prosper.
Okay.
Thank you both so much. All right, very good.
Hey, it's time for Every Day with Jesus.
Yes.
Our daily devotion in 140 characters or less.
Yep.
All right, today. Is April 28th?
April 28th.
April 28th. All right. Our thought for the day says, dependency upon God is the only path to true abundance. Seeking Him first places us in the direct stream of His provision. And then our scriptures from Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, Sermon on the Mount, Jesus speaking, He says, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. So good to think about dependency upon God. Yeah. I'm dependent upon Him. I'm trusting in Him, and that's really our only path to true abundance. We can achieve and gather and build all day long, but when we seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, then He adds His abundance.
Yep.
Which is so much better.
He's the source of it all.
All of it.
That's so good.
Yeah. Love thinking about that. Seek first His kingdom, His righteousness, and all this will be added to you as well. So it's really the first things first. I think we get things so far out of order. It goes back to, the proverb that we read today. The Lord will establish your plans. Commit to the Lord all your ways, and He'll establish your plans. And it's okay. So it's a first things first. If we're coming to God saying, hey, I've got all these plans, all these things I want you to do for me, then we're already off track because we didn't say, hey, God, what do you have? What do you want to do? What's your kingdom look like today?
Oof.
Yeah.
Seek first His kingdom. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, and one way to do that, I'll mention, is to pray for one.
Yes.
It is a great way. I'm not saying it's the only way, but it is a great way. God, please give me one person to share your love with today. Well, right there, if that's our predominant prayer and our overarching desire is to share God's love with people, then we know that we're in on what He's up to and building His kingdom. So then we'll be able to have an abundance with Him, true abundance.
That's great.
Cool.
All right.
Do you want to play some Trivial Pursuit?
Trivial Pursuit.
All
Yep,
right.
Absolutely.
Today might be the day. I
This is it.
need some redemption.
Bo, you might see, before we get here, there's a fun dip.
There is a fun dip out of the box.
Out of the box. And
Why?
I needed to kind of make a public confession. I took the fun dip out of the box because Linda Hamill, who works on our staff here, in our staff meeting, won a competition. And she said, could I get a fun dip? And I promised it. Yes, absolutely. But then I brought that to you, and you said,
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
And so-
Linda, while I'm terrified of you, in a very healthy way,
Yeah.
this fun dip is not for you unless you get all 6 questions right in Trivial Pursuit. If you do, you may have a fun dip from this box. Until then, you need to honor your promise to her in another way,
Okay. So Linda.
not with a fun dip from this box. Is nothing sacred.
Right. Yeah, I get it. And so Linda, I will.
I'm just glad I caught it.
Yeah. And so again, I just wanted to make that right. And so.
The sanctity of the fun dip prize needs to remain.
Yes.
Fun dip does not leave the box unless somebody gets all 6 right.
All 6 correct in Trivial Pursuit, which we're going to play right
All right,
now.
1981 version. So Drew will read a question. Play along at home. Put your guess in. Type it in. Try. Make a guess. If you get all 6 right, keep track. Let us know, and we'll send you a fun dip. Let's
All right.
play.
There we go. Blue.
Geography.
All right. What Russian city used to be called St. Petersburg and Petrograd? Russian city used to be called St. Petersburg and Petrograd.
Petrograd. So Moscow. Leningrad.
Leningrad is correct.
Leningrad.
Leningrad.
Yeah, I stopped myself.
Well,
Leningrad.
I think you sneezed. I thought I heard a
No,
sneeze.
yeah. No, I knew
Moscow.
it was Leningrad.
Okay, Leningrad. All right, I'm
Giving
giving
it
it
2. That's the one I went with.
Yep.
I'm taking it.
Pink.
Pink. Entertainment.
Okay. Who played Brett Maverick? Who played Brett Maverick?
Oh, Brett Maverick was played by Blast from the Past, James Garner?
James Garner is correct.
Yes! Okay, well, those are
I was
hard
going
for
to say
me.
Mel Gibson.
I bet a lot. Oh, he did in the movie.
in the
Yeah,
movie.
that was a good one. I can't.
All right, here we go. Yellow.
Yellow, history.
Okay. What blew up at Lakehurst, New Jersey on May 6th, 1937? What blew up at Lakehurst, New Jersey on May 6th, 1937?
It was a dirigible. The Hindenburg?
Absolutely.
The Hindenburg.
Oh, the humanity.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Brown.
Brown is literature, art and literature.
Okay. What Joel Chandler Harris book tells the stories of Briar Fox and Briar Rabbit? What Joel Chandler Harris book tells the stories of Briar Fox and Briar Rabbit?
Brer Rabbit.
Briar Rabbit?
That's
Briar?
how I always said. I don't know.
Brer- I don't know.
I'm from Texas. We say things wrong.
B-R-apostrophe-E-R.
What's the name of the book?
The name of the book.
I don't. I have no idea. Uncle Remus?
That is absolutely correct.
Get out of town.
Uncle Remus
All right,
is
here we go.
absolutely
All
correct.
right, here we go. Here
All
we go.
right.
That's 4.
That's 4. Green.
Green is science and nature.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
What's the boundary between 2 air masses called? What's the boundary between 2 air masses called?
Well, I am a weather expert, apparently.
A boundary between 2.
I'm going to guess. I don't
Air
really.
masses.
A front?
A front is correct.
Boom shakalaka.
A front
Let's
is
go.
correct.
Here we
That's
go.
5 for.
All right.
Here we go.
Pressure's on.
Oh no, I'm losing.
Okay. Get your mic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh, here we go. What baseball player was nicknamed the Georgia Peach? Baseball player nicknamed the Georgia Peach.
The Georgia Peach, I don't know for sure. I'm making a guess. Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb is correct.
Yeah!
It is
Shakalaka,
correct.
let's go!
Yes.
I want the one you were giving to Linda.
Oh,
Come on, get in
all
there.
Right. I'm gonna give you Linda's Fun Dip.
Let's go.
Linda's Fun Dip
Yeah,
right
oh,
here.
yes.
It had a tear on the corner. There it is.
There-
tear on the corner.
there we go.
There it is. Linda's
Yes.
Fun Dip.
Here we
there.
go.
Oh man.
All right.
Would you like to make a speech? Speech.
First and foremost. Why does every speech start with that? Oh, yeah, I got them all right.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Way to go.
I'm glad I switched to Leningrad.
Yes.
I know I said Moscow first, but I was really...
No, that was a sneeze. You were.
No, for anybody who if I give another answer, it's that one, because I said,
Yeah,
I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, you were. Yep.
I immediately said it.
And the thing is, Uncle Remus. Wow. That's a deep pull.
I know. Okay, I bet somebody else. If you got all 6 right,
Got all 6. We'll send you a Fun Dip. How is it?
tastes like victory.
Victory. All right. Well, we've got a quick commercial break.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
MCC, John Rose here. Just wanted to let you know that the team here at MCC have been working on developing video communities. Whether you attend Bedford, Concord, Manchester, or the online campus, you're invited to engage in discussion on the message topic that previous week. Maybe you've had a question about something in the message, didn't have a venue to ask it. This creates a space to do that very thing in an online video setting with others. So we invite you to join us and with one another as we chart some new waters of what God can do with the church and technology. We will provide you weekly with a Zoom link, which is a video conferencing website free for your use, a sermon discussion guide, and any other information that you would need to bring to the discussion. The easiest way to sign up is to go to manchesterchristian.com/online communities. There you'll find the weekly schedule, the week's sermon study guide, and an opportunity to share prayer requests. We look forward to what God is going to do through these communities in such a time as these.
All right. We did have someone else who got all 6 correct.
I am not surprised. Who was it?
Sue Kelso.
Sue Kelso.
Sue Kelso.
Way to go. We have a Fun Dip for you, Sue Kelso. We will be getting that to you.
Yep.
And Linda, I do feel a little bad. I'm almost done with this if you still want it.
No. I'm sorry, Linda.
Don't go promising Fun Dips.
I've overpromised and underdelivered once again. Once again.
How about we...
Yeah.
I'll pay for some... Ooh.
It's a dry sugar.
Smooth. All right, how about we buy her a Big League Chew?
A Big League Chew.
That's something special.
Consolation.
Consolation.
I'm gonna have to figure out what the consolation prize is gonna be. I don't know.
All right.
Okay. So it's time for sermon remix, where we look at past week's sermon and we unpack it a little bit.
Let's do it.
All right.
And so I want you to understand that when that anger is there, our anger is going to be directed at a number of people. So here's who our anger is directed at. First and foremost, our anger is directed at God. And so when we're not quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, then what will happen is we will become angry at God. And so we're not quick to listen to him. We really don't even want to hear what he has to say. God, I've got some things I need to tell you. Listen up there, big guy, because I got to unload on you right now. Now, out of all the people we could be angry with and express our anger to, God's the one who can probably handle it the best. He really can. He's strong. And so I'm not worried about, necessarily offending God or hurting God's feelings. He can take it and he can handle it. But if we would be quick to listen, God, okay, Lord, I'm upset. Something's not right here. I want to listen to you. And I'm slow to speak. I'll be slow to become angry. And so we direct our anger at God. We direct our anger at people we know. Those who are closest to us, even if they didn't do anything to necessarily cause the anger that we may be feeling, if it's there, it's going to come out and be expressed to them, and we cause damage with those that we're closest to and we know. We also express our anger at people we don't know. We don't even know them. Sometimes it'll be that, public figures, You know, those idiots, they don't know what they're doing, or people that we, see on the road that we'll never see again. All of a sudden this rage or this wrath comes out at them, people we don't even know at all. And then ultimately, this anger will be directed even at ourselves. And we get angry at ourselves, and then we really start to spiral. I'm angry at God. I'm angry at the people I know. I'm angry at people I don't even know, and I'm angry at myself. And so,
Bo, I think it's helpful to even locate where am I directing this anger? Honestly, why? Like, what is the source of some of this? And even sometimes those things are so interconnected, it's potentially hard to see where it even is. But I thought that list in the sermon was helpful to go, is it at God? Is it at others? Is it those you know, those you don't know, yourself? Like, where are you directing this anger? Where is it going? I thought that was really helpful.
Well, and I think the answer for all of us ultimately is it goes to all of those places. Mm-hmm. It just oftentimes we're not unaware of it, because I think we all carry with us some kind of thought that says, no, I'm just angry at this person, or I'm just angry at this particular group of people, for instance. And we think I can direct it, but anger is this dominant emotion that comes in and really takes over. And so it spills over into every relationship that we have. And that unchecked anger, it puts a barrier in our relationships. So, like being angry at God, for instance, again, like if there's anyone to express our anger at, he can handle it. He can handle it. And, like the Psalms are full of times where David was like crying out to God, and he didn't understand, or he was upset, or he was frustrated. God can handle it. So, I think if we mask those emotions and don't get real, there's no intimacy with God. So to be able to express that to him is a powerful, freeing thing. But then be aware of that. Like if we have anger that's coming out, to people we don't even know, there's probably an underlying anger that's there that maybe we've not really taken captive and given to God. If we're, short-fused, short-tempered, angry at other people, I think ultimately we come down to the bottom of that list and we find ourselves very angry at ourselves. And, that comes from our disappointments, our fears, our failures, the threats that we experience, our inadequacies.
Yeah. Sometimes recently I've been wondering about myself when anger will bubble up, is like I'm uncomfortable. And this is, like you said, it's a dominant emotion, so it kind of takes over. And so it's like I'm unaware, I'm uncomfortable of like what's happening, and so I'm just directing this out towards these sources because I don't know what to do with some of that discomfort inside. Just me personally. And so that whole message was so helpful.
Yeah, for sure. It's hard to know what to do. So the healthy expressions of anger, to say, again, I'm empowered to say I feel angry, as opposed to you make me mad, or this makes me mad. I'm feeling this way, and then if we can identify the source and where it's being directed, then we can say, okay, well, is this how I want to feel? Do I really want to continue in this? Is this what I want to express? Is this healthy? Is it helpful? And if it's not, then we can make another choice.
Yeah.
And commit to the Lord our plans,
yep,
our ways, what we're going to do, and He will establish our plans.
Yep.
Yeah. And seek Him first. And
seek first His kingdom, yeah. And then it's like, because again, like the Psalms, we've prayed, we've shared that, and then ultimately it's like, okay, I want your kingdom. Your will be done.
Yeah, and I don't want anything in the way of it.
I don't want anything in the way, so let's keep moving. Yeah.
Yeah, and our anger, human anger, as we're told in James, doesn't bring about the righteous life God desires. So when we seek first His kingdom, then that means that so much of this anger that I feel will be surrendered to Him.
For sure.
And He can take it. That's what's so good. He takes it. So like Jesus handles our sin. He handles all the things that have been done to us, all the things that we've been done. He takes it all, these heavy loads that we're carrying, and it is such a heavy burden. And He wants us to come to Him and unload those burdens. So I'm telling you right now, He can handle your anger. He can handle your anger. He can handle mine.
Yep.
And let's trust Him with it.
I love that.
Be free.
I love that.
Yeah. Then you can have a great day, because this is the day.
This is the day.
One right here that the Lord has made.
April 28th.
Yeah, so make it a great day, and we will catch you tomorrow.
Right here.